remember how I said, like, so I was in Texas for a little bit, but I tried to stay close around my kids even though I couldn't hang out around them a lot. So, anyways, it's just been a horrible, horrible. That part is like horrible, like I don't even want to talk about. But so I came back from Texas, and then like that car, that like really fancy red sports car, like threw rocks at my window. And I had just like gotten done talking to my daughter on the phone. And then I was like leaving the park, and then this car pulled up and like threw rocks, like dented my car. Then I'm here at Rhodes. It's not the same car, but it's like the shiny color. So I got scared. Maybe it left already. Anyways, I just decided to just keep it on a video. Hey, I decided to keep it on a video because it's just been really dangerous. Like, what happens in the car stays in the car, but like when I go outside of the car, like it's just like a hate group has formed about me. So I tried to convince my kids to up and leave here. Like, it's not hard to follow an example when you know that your surroundings aren't great. You can't, like, stay there and keep bullying and think that you're doing yourself any good. You actually have to leave. So I tried to show my best example, but I guess it didn't work. So I'm just gonna chalk it up to like I don't want to do it anymore. Like I don't want to stay here and show them an example. Like literally, like these people are having fun laughing at me. Like ha ha ha, look at her. Like it's a small town, even though it's still in the list of the worst cities in America. It's still a small town, and like obviously they see me going back and forth to work, and obviously they didn't care enough for me to rent here because my applications disappeared and I don't qualify. Or when I go in and I say, do you care if I pull up the floors because animals have peed on them and I can get the solution to get rid of it? And they want to keep it the same. Like, obviously, I'm getting all the red flags here. Like, a part of me doesn't want to leave because I'm like, oh, your kids, your kids. But then a part of me is like, no, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Like, I literally kept telling them they can't be around these types of people. They're not getting it. So I'm just going to have to drop it and let it go. So now I'm scared. Well, not scared. Well, in a way, I'm scared because I feel like, oh, you just gave up. But listen, this is how it goes. And I don't want to play this game anymore. And I don't want to have people affect my money. And that's what you're doing. When you did all of this, you created a problem for me because you talked really horrible about me, and that's including my kids. My kids talked horrible about me, and so that kind of affected my reputation. So since no one really knows what happened inside the closed doors except for me and I, it's not going to do any good to rehash up anything because I think living an example is the best way enough to show anything. So I'm I'm thinking just go ahead and take off, go back to Illinois, where I had my most fun, not around where the people that adopted me, but hey, but the just there's like a lot of towns like further around where I grew up, and I guess it's probably not uncommon. And I'm on the waiting list for their apartments, and it's Section A. I know, but I don't really make a lot of money, so I fall right into that bracket. So I actually checked today and I jumped from number 44 to 43. So if you don't know what can happen, uh-oh, oh dear. Well, you need a girlfriend. And that song I was playing by Psy, SIA, I just was seeing some little comments about her being a lesbian. And I just thought to myself, I'm not a lesbian. I just learned a lot of stuff in nursing school about that, so I just don't go there. And so I hope you guys know that I was saying it because of how the war thing and like I am for peace. So I'm not one of the fighters. So I hope you guys know that. But I'm waiting for a guest that's not interested in this kind of talk. I was gonna have more of a grown up meeting. And the grown up meeting is about how I literally have to just let my kids know I don't approve of the people that they're around. And I don't want to continue doing this brigade and have them throw it in my face that I am nothing when I am only what they portray in their minds I am. I am who really I am. And I'm a really nice person. And I always get a lot of compliments. So it's been really hard to be around people that are out to sabotage me. That's all. It's just been a lot of hard work, a lot of unwanted energy put into. And then I have to laugh it off like, oh, you're laughing at me. Well, I can laugh too at myself about how great I am. No, they do not want to see me. They do not want to hang out. Like, I should videotape. I should have it on Instagram and ask my daughter if she wants to hang out even today. And then you guys can see what happens. They want no part around me. Whenever I got here, they were like upset to even hang out. She wanted me out of her life as fast as possible. And the people that are around, like, I already know what's going to happen because I know what kind of people that they're around. So they're just out. The people that they're around are just out for themselves. Like, regardless if they want to be like, we're all in this together because we're family. That just means they're all in it if they go down, and they're a sinking ship to begin with. Like the rumors that are going around about the kids' dad himself are just horrible. And when I was with him, I tried to like stay out of it, but then I spoke up and said how what he was doing wasn't right. Like, you don't make business deals with people and then back out of it. When that person totally drops everything for you, that's how people get hurt. Because when there's money involved, you just want the people that are affecting your money problems to go away. So obviously, like, I'm not saying like that's why people murder people. Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to get into people's lives about what they do. But all I know is like I want the bad happening in my life to go away. I'm not associating with it. So like it's just because I'm back in it. Like, I'm literally back around everyone that the kids' dad and the kids talk to about how much of a horrible person I am. And then here they are like, well, we don't want to give you a job. We don't want you anywhere around here because you're a horrible person. They didn't take the time to think about who I actually was. They just went by. And that happens in real life. Like, it really happens to people. That's why I don't. So I'm not on jury duty. I'd like to vote, but I don't want to be responsible of making a decision on how someone's guilty or not. But and I don't even know them. I wasn't there. I wasn't in the room. I didn't know what was going on. So it just I don't know. I don't know what to do. Like, I just feel like I know my kids don't want me to be here. So if I were to just up and take off and like never call them again, they would actually never ever call me again. They'd be like, how I am. Just sit around and wait until I have something that they could benefit from, and then they'll come around. It's like they're already plotting, well, we'll just wait until, or we just won't talk to her ever again. Like maybe they honestly think everything's just going to go well for them living off of their family. Because, in a way, so the Korean tradition was they built it to where family is important, but it's how he treats them in the family because they're under a lot of stress that, they don't need to be. I saw that just in the little bit of time that I saw him around them. So, and I saw that he was just kind of intentionally doing it. And then so I noticed, because he's basically had control over them. So then when I thought about it, I was like, well, um, okay, with his family, it didn't work out. So his dad got ran over by someone because he was walking around in the road and he had too much to drink. I guess he didn't drive and he would just like walk back and forth to the liquor store or like go for walks. And this lady, I felt really bad when you told me the story, but this lady, she had like three kids in the car, was driving a minivan, and she hit him. And he had just started his business. The guy married, he was selling clothes, he had bought a store, and he was, being that family guy taking care of his dad. Like he left home though, if everything he told me was true. He left home at 15 years old because his mom divorced his dad and got a new boyfriend, and he didn't like the boyfriend, so he left home. And then he basically like raised himself, and then after a while, like he lived on the streets, and then after a while, one of his friends that he made at school, their family took him in. And then oh my, can I just delete you? I'm not talking about this. I'm just gonna just put you in timeout. You're in timeout. So then he so so basically that family raised him, but that was the same family that he made a business deal with and backed out on. So the very family that raised him when he was in dire need, his family had gone wrong. His mom, his stepdad had gone wrong. I guess his dad left. His dad wasn't in his life at that point, his real one. He runs away to the streets. Their brother is nowhere to be found. Because he has a brother and a sister. So the brother, and remember how I told you guys, like, now I know, like, I missed those red flags, but now I know when you've got so much death or sickness or like problems in a family, then you don't want to get involved in with anybody in that, because that kind of stuff is going to happen to you. So, this is why I was so adamant on wanting the girls to leave. I've been doing this ever since they were 13, and they just wouldn't do it. They said they were scared, they didn't want to do it, they didn't trust me, and I was like, okay, but I knew we could have gotten help because I would have had both of them. We could have got an apartment somewhere. I could have got a job. I'm not talking about the help like go to the shelters or anything, but like actually doing this with them. So, anyways, and at that point, I had everything. I had a job, I had an apartment. It just really fell apart whenever it just got me so depressed. I didn't really put that much effort in caring because I was watching them having to go through all this stuff. I was watching them get eating disorders. I was watching them struggle in school. I was watching them struggle and getting involved in drugs. and they weren't listening to me. They weren't talking to me. They weren't like acting like anything. And then all of a sudden, he's changed. Our dad's good now. And they're grown, right? But he hasn't because this is his pattern. And when someone has a lifelong pattern and their family has a lifelong pattern, then they're it's going to end up turning around and happening to them. And so that's what I'm just worried about. So I'm just going to be very cautious. Like I said, I have half of the car paid off to my daughter. She actually had the comment to say to me about she was surprised I even paid off anything on the car, or don't worry about paying the rest of it off. Just do what you want. Really hateful. Just really, really hateful stuff. So it's not like the stuff that when I was married to him and they would hear how he talked to me and then they would say something to me and like a negative comment like he talked to me, but I would change it around. It's not like that. It's a little bit different. So it's just pretty sad, but I hope everyone just enjoys what their product was that they made, because those aren't humans. I hope people realize that. All of us in a community have realized that people that act like that are not humans. That's not nice to mistreat others or animals or children. So I'm glad they're enjoying it. I'm glad they're living it up. I guess that's what this whole world is about. We just kind of get to sit here to watch. When we choose a path of being good, we get to watch ourselves be scared and hurt and laughed at and ridiculed, and that's that's our part. That's our part that we get to play, and then the evil people get to laugh and they get to have fun and they get to be evil and they get to enjoy it, and that's their part. Because I mean, it's just like I said, and I know the community agrees because I've heard everybody just kind of talk about it like that, and you have to just move on. Like there's none of that made up stuff they made up about it. It's just moving on. I think they thought they were kind of building like like their own, you know, person to worship, like crash him down hard enough and then it's our new Jesus. Cause look, it's been remodeled and remade and, you know, it's healed itself and man, that's gonna go crashing down so quick. So, anyways, just I'm just hanging in there, and I guess the most important part about it is that I look great about it. Oh, is everyone staying on with the oils? Look, the sun is directly hitting my face. Is everybody staying on with the oils, you guys? Oh yeah, I already showed you guys. I found that B-tan. I think they honestly believe it, and in my heart, they think I could have stepped in and helped them while he was hurting them, but I really couldn't. He was so scary. When the divorce happened, like he would use fear tactics to scare me away from him. So I had him at my duplex, and he couldn't handle that I divorced him. And then he's like, "Give me the kids." But it was so scary. He was like pounding hard on the glass to where he knew he could break it, but he knew he was gonna do it to scare me. So he wasn't actually gonna break it. And then I was scared. Like he didn't approach it like, let me see the kids. He was just like, give me the kids. And I was like, what the heck are you doing? Like, just let them be. They wanted to come with me. They wanted to stay at the new duplex I got. And then, he just would say to everyone like she's trying to steal the kids. One time I went to the school to have lunch with them because I was like, well, here would be an opportunity to spend time with them. I'm going to go have lunches with them. And they had to have security guards sit around me because he told them that I would probably try and kidnap them. So they had to have the security guards sit around them, and it embarrassed them. So I just didn't go to the school to eat lunches with them. They're like, "What are you doing here? Our dad said you can't be here." They're having they think you can't take us outside for lunch anywhere. And like I'm their mom, like I'm not this dangerous person. So it really did something to me. It did. You just shouldn't. You should not talk about people bad like that. Like that does something. It affected everything. It affected the way the jobs that hired me. Like I won't put any of the jobs that I worked at here on any of my resume. I'm just gonna act like the times I was here, I was just doing like volunteer work and stuff. It's really like, because no one, like my client even told me, don't put your work office down because they are not going to say good things about you. Put my name down. So I did. You know, when someone tells you something, you do it. So I put all this effort in for you to just lie and sabotage my money. Like, you just really shouldn't mess with people's money. Like, nothing good is gonna come from that. Oh, and I have my Barbie outfit on. I wore my Barbie outfit today. I think this is a good shirt. And you're right, I didn't get any more hours. So I put all that more effort in trying to rent somewhere, getting nice clothes for work. It didn't work. They're not interested. They're probably laughing at me behind my back too. Like, we are in control and we don't have to give you a job. So maybe I could. Do you guys want to come with me? Hey, do you guys want to? Do you guys want to come with me to Illinois? I really need some advice right now. Like, I really need some good advice. Oh my gosh, you guys, please. I get to plug my phone in so I don't lose connection. Will you guys please? I need some good advice. You guys have left good comments too, but please need some good advice. This has just been the most horrible, horrible, horrible list. Like, it started from day one when we moved here. The neighbor called my puppy and my kids' puppy across the street and it got ran over. Like, all I was doing was going inside and grabbing the pizza rolls out of the oven, or pizza bagels. And I heard him go, puppy, puppy. And the dog went across the road because it was smashed in the middle of the road. That was my very first scream. Like, literally. And I kept telling the kids and telling the kids there's not any good that people want on us here. We need to leave. We need to leave. And nobody would listen to me. And then I tried to show them, had the nerve to say it was my fault. But yet, when they saw how good I was doing in Illinois, when I was looking for a place, living in my van, working at Gordman's, they actually went to Illinois and I took them to my job, showed them everybody I was working with. They start bawling, screaming, crying. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to go anywhere to eat. They just completely just rejected all of it. No, I never was accused. The um at the very beginning when they went to court, um, the kids had a guardian ad litem, and I said I wanted half and half. I didn't want child support because I knew, well, I thought I knew that he knew why we were divorcing. We never were in love to begin with, and he was really like just not interested in me. I knew this. So I was just like, okay, we're going to get this divorce. We knew I was what you were in for the marriage. I was so pretty. I was in the marriage because you had a good job, and you could take care of me. So, and that was how I was raised. So, in that part, I never did think that part was wrong. But anyways, we're just gonna skip past that. So, anyways, I felt like that was, things I knew things weren't gonna go good. So I'm divorcing him, but he freaks out, and the kids become this tool of rage that he uses. He's just rageful with them. So the guardian ad litem is asking him questions, and they're just kind of like, financially, I'm okay. Like right now, um, I had been signed up for unemployment for a really long time because the kids' dad nanny dropped off my kids at my work an hour early here up in the Burger King up because I just clean tables and stuff. And so whenever they dropped him off, I bought him some ice cream and stuff, and I told him just to sit there at the table. And one of the employees went and told the manager that they were there, and she yelled at me and fired me because um, I had him up there. And she was just like, you need to call someone right now to get these kids out of here. You can't be on the job and have your kids up here without an adult with them. So I got fired. So I had unemployment, but I always kept getting jobs and getting full-time jobs. So right now, since I'm only part-time, I went ahead and started claiming, filing my weekly report and putting my hours down. So I've been making about 200 a week, and then I got this extra little loan from the H&R Block, and then I was telling work, like if you could find me any more hours. So I've been doing that, and then you saw I stayed at a hotel a couple of nights. Yeah, it's really not good. Like living up at the parking lot is okay, but I can't rent anywhere on that. So that's why I was wanting to get advice because there's no jobs around here want me. Like he's a police officer. He has them convinced. So I'm not going to be able to go in and convince anybody that I'm any good. So I get this. I sat here for a year, lived on this like 7 months. I was up at Walmart parking lot. So I'm, it's nothing's gonna happen good here for me. But what could you help me with? Like, okay, what? Like, I don't want to get myself in a bad situation. So, but this is why I'm doing these videos. Because this is the real me. Okay, what can you help me with? Because literally, I'm ready to I'm ready to go into my plan B. So I'm just leaving Sykeston. I won't be within any distance of my children, and going to Pekin, getting a job there, and waiting for the apartment to open up. And they've got a homeless shelter there in case right off the way I don't have enough money. So that's what I was thinking. Because, yeah, I have Instagram, but oh, and you guys, I'm selling Avon. I have a representative, and this is what I want to do. I want it for the gifts. So we can get free gifts, me and the person that's buying the makeup. And I'm going to sell you it for the price that I actually pay for it. So I don't want to do it for a money profit. I would like to get the free gifts and we can share them. So, you guys, I have a representative for Avon. And we can do this all over Instagram. I can do Instagram with because on Instagram you can bring up separate pages. Or no, I can do the wait for the guest, and I can get another phone where I make phone calls on, just only phone for talk and text. I think they do that for $10. So we can do the orders. They can all be seen. I think the video thing, there's a lot of benefits to it because you can actually hear, see, because when you sell makeup that you don't pay that full price. That I don't pay the full price. But if I do it this way for the gifting part instead of that I sell it to you for $12.99 when I only paid $10 for it, and then I get a $2.99 profit and a free gift. Instead, I just do it for the gift, and we send in that money order. Oh, it's the same thing, Melody Seeger. My battery. Hang on a second, okay? I didn't plug my phone in. Just bring everything in. Guys, I don't know where my battery port is. Okay. I have to pee. What did it do that? Picture. Okay, come in with me to the bathroom. Ooh. It's scary. Can you guys still see me? Can you still see me? Okay. The screen's little now. Okay, come into the bathroom with me. I'm scared in this town. Everything's been going bad. They even canceled my gas transactions when I was doing gas here with the rewards app. And it made it it made it come onto my car like 3 days later, and I didn't know that. And the actual road, like, I think they're doing it on purpose. Hey, you guys, just the same. Always put toilet paper down. I learned that when I worked at Boardman's. There's this really nice lady. Okay, woo! Okay, you guys. And don't use the toilet paper. If you want, you can use the paper towel. If they're far enough away, but just little lessons. Just little lessons. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry about that. We had a really personal moment there. Can you imagine? We're like all at the campground, and we all gotta share and use the bathroom and stuff. Another thing I was gonna look at was I was gonna look into like all these little campgrounds. Like, do they have people that look over them and see? And you got spray. I spray respect. I always respect things, you guys. I do have Instagram, and my Instagram name is Melody Seeker. I didn't realize when I started the YouTube thing that my name was gonna go on there, and after I did it, I didn't change it because I thought, you know what? Oh well, I plan on changing my name anyways. How? I know everyone's making a lot of money. I noticed that. There's not very many poor people in this world. There really isn't. I did notice that, you guys. I'm being intentionally sabotaged. Let's go get the soda. And then, you guys, when you do this, take extra paper towels and clean up your water splatters. Do it. And then get an extra paper towel. Try not to touch anything. This COVID stuff is real. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. You too. Okay, I got my soda. So, yeah, I'm not gonna stay at a hotel tonight because I did not make enough money to make up for that, and I don't want to run out. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for some ideas because literally, okay, things have not worked out of what my ideas were. I went on care.com. The right kind of families were not finding me. Um, I went, look at my soda. Oh my God. I haven't even ate anything yet today. I need to grab something like, um, okay, what would I do? Because I really don't know about this. I know everybody is making money, and I'm really trying to get in with the program. But you know what I thought? Maybe it's because down the road, when these people that adopted me, they have set up in this will that they're going to give money. Like they have land with a farm and some oil, and you get a little bit of money every month, a check for it. So maybe this is why I'm struggling here. And you guys could watch me thrive if I took off. If I took off to Illinois right now, went in, popped in at the homeless shelter. I know, I'm trying not to cry. Oh my God, you're making me cry. Oh, thank you. Sometimes I feel like I keep this up because I know I'm getting made fun of. It's stupid, but this is the real me. Okay, cut. No more crying. Do not cry. I think it would be cool. Like, let's, I would love to do something. Like, I've been praying for a good boss, a good job. Like, even if I have to have 2 or 3 different jobs, but I want to be in a good work environment. Like, when I wake up and I get ready for work, I want to feel good about it. Like, I want to feel like the people that are around me really want me around. So, goal 1. So that's what I was thinking. Just send my kids a message. I'm leaving Walmart parking lot and I'm going to Illinois and I'm going to try there. Was it like surveys? Well, I was thinking too, if I got into a good job, I might be able to like be around more people and I might get a couple of people to get in with me on this Avon thing and we can do it for the free products. Yes. thinking, because makeup and all this stuff, it adds up. And Avon had some good products. They had vegan, they had organic, they had stuff with no parabens and sulfates. Like, they had really good stuff. Like, you guys know the movie Edward Scissorhands. And she, like, that was based on a true story. Like, he really, so I love that movie because she just rescued him. Anyway, she sold Avon, and I just thought it was so beautiful how she just wanted everybody to look beautiful in makeup. Oh, you're a guy? I, I kind of already, well, I don't want to put my business out there, but I talked to one guy, and so, like, I'm just really excited about him, and he's so awesome. He drives a truck and he works on houses sometimes, and I'm just so excited, and we're gonna get to meet in real life one day soon. That'll be on, I'll make him do a YouTube video too. And he's super, super cute. He's the so cutest guy I've ever seen in my life. He has so cute eyes. Everything about him's cute. That cute. Everything. Anyway, so I just thought I better tell you. Yeah, no, you're right. And I think what I did was I relied on coming back here to survive. And it's just not going to happen when no one wanted me. And I feel like sometimes I feel like I held off on doing things that I wanted to do because I knew it would upset my kids because they weren't living a great life. But then now I'm thinking, then why didn't they come along with me? What were they so scared of? Like, I wasn't always homeless. This is like pit. I'm in the pit now. I've never been this far in it. I've always just been poor. Like, I had an apartment, but like everyone, I guess, saw that I was okay with this. I wasn't throwing my life away on anything. No, literally, I abandoned them. I abandoned them. They adopted me, and I didn't agree with anything they did. So I just up and abandoned them. I didn't want that on my shoulders because they, like anything I said, they're just horrible. They're mean, evil people. So there's no help for those kind of people. There is no help. I believe that. No one can ever question that a person like that, they can change. No, they can't. I've been homeless since about for like 7 months. And I get a little worried about some of the shelters because, like, I didn't do a video because I didn't want to impose on anyone's privacy, but like, it's just like there's a little system going on in there that I think I would really like, I don't think it would be a safe place for me to go. Now, the one in Pekin, no, I can't talk to a guy. Why can't you come up here? I did a guest. Are you a business guy? I can talk to a business guy boss. But I've never had a guy boss. I've only had a girl boss. Did I still have this thing on where you can come up and talk to me so we can talk, but we're in public? No, I just meant that I didn't want to make this guy that I'm talking to because I only am talking to one guy. So I didn't want to talk to another guy and then be like, now I'm dating multiple guys. If that was what was the talk was gonna go into, or if it was a really real talk about stuff. So like getting a job, because I think it would be really so yeah. So the people that adopted me were really bad. I don't want to be around them because they are not into being good and healthy. So of course I'm not going to thrive in that. And then my kids don't want to be around me. So okay. No, I mean, we're not that we're dating like it would get to that point. Like we'd be talking on those lines of, is this gonna go into we're dating? That's all I meant. I cannot. Okay, you guys, please look over me whenever something comes out and appears like it's rude. Bring it up like you just did. Bring that up like we're not dating, because I will say things and I'll be meaning it something, and it comes out like, and we're dating. Because now that you have that would be like what happens in first grade. Now that I sat next to you and you didn't get up and move, you're my husband. Okay. I know. No personal information is going out at all. Absolutely none. Even though I have thoroughly protected myself with that identity theft program, I did sign into that program. The whole thing. Like, I have to go into businesses to apply, or they have to do virtual, like, pictures I will have to send. If I'm doing anything online, it'll make me do a screenshot of myself, stuff like that. That thing really does work. But yeah, as far as, the only thing I might be scared I messed up on, you guys, is that program that I kept seeing commercials for on the YouTube videos, that the you can sign up and you might qualify if you make under a certain amount and you don't have any medical insurance. Like, they have some free doctors that you can go to that covers stuff, and then whatever's left over from that amount that they get paid, then you get that to use for like gas and like rent money and stuff. Okay, I gave them my social security number, but I literally check my bank account like 5 times every day. I have not gotten any of those things that they said in the mail. I have not gotten any um medical card. I did not get any card to spend that it said, because I don't have medical insurance. It was too expensive, and I just thought if anything happens, I'll just go to the clinic and I'll fill out the paperwork. I know, I am. So far, I've not fallen for any scams. You cross your fingers, everyone. So far, so good. I fell for one time, and that was after the divorce. I got a letter in my mailbox that I owed the state tax money, and I did not. That automatically gets withdrawn out of my refund. So, me, I don't know what's going on, so I pay it, and then the following year comes up, and they're wanting to deduct that amount out, and I was like, no, I paid that because they said I owed it. They weren't automatically deducting it, and they were like, oh, no, 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 you just got scammed. So the IRS doesn't send out letters, they don't make phone calls. So I did fall for that because I called that little 888 number or 866, whatever it was, and they picked up the phone like they were the IRS and everything. Gave them my debit card number and everything. That was messed up. But that was when I worked for a home care company, and they didn't deduct anything. They just let you pay it at the end of the year. So I know, but so many people are scamming. This is the hard part. This is where, like, okay, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. So I'm going to allot myself, but I don't want to lose money. So I'm going to allot myself. Okay. It's just like when somebody was like, oh, well, there's a trailer coming open for rent. So I go in and I look at it. Well, they had let the dog pee on the floor. Well, normally this is not a big deal because you can tear up a floor, you can saturate a floor with half vinegar and half water and do it as many times as you want and let it dry. And maybe it'll take a month, maybe it'll take 2 months, maybe it won't take that long at all. And it will kill all the bacteria. It like really cleans it, it really gets rid of it. So, okay, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, for $300 a month or $350 a month, that won't be a bad idea. But when I wanted to clean the trailer up, they said no. And then when I asked why, or no, this was an apartment building. When I asked why, then they said, well, because when you move out and the next renter wants to move in, they're going to wonder why they're getting such a nice place for $350. He actually said that out of his mouth. If anybody wants to clip it, go ahead. But that is real life, a real life landlord. This was a couple of years ago. I asked him if it was okay if I remodel it and live in it. Get it cleaned up, get rid of the bugs, get rid of the pee. And he said no, because someone else would wonder how they are getting such a nice place for $350 a month. $350 a month will get you a roof over your head that's saturated in piss and filled with bugs and diseases and rats and mice. That's what this world is. That's why you see everyone run. No one wants to get the cheap places because they'll get sick in them. But no one's allowed to clean them up. So, anyways, that's what goes on out there. And then we've got the Section 8s where the government has to come in so they keep the places clean. Now, the ones in Illinois, like where I'm planning on wanting to go, those ones are pretty clean. They make you do checks. They don't they don't tolerate bugs or pee or contaminants that'll make you sick. So, anyways, I'm gonna get out of here because it's been my 30 minutes. Just stay on the phone with me. We'll go get something to eat, or I'll pause it and then come back because I'll get something on my reward app. honestly, wouldn't you think after they know that they know he's been talking bad about me and stuff? Yeah, that was the first time moving here. When I was married, he moved me and my 2 little girls here. And they were outside in the front, and the puppy was right there with them. Never ran anywhere. The puppy actually always stayed right next to them. That's why I thought it was so cute. We had him for about, I don't know, maybe 2 months. Anyways, he stayed right there. He was like probably not even, he was in the little toy size vest, because it was like October or something. It was kind of chilly out, and they were out playing in the front yard. And the neighbor goes, I hear him go, "Here, puppy, puppy." And then I'm thinking to myself, what? And then I go, and as soon as I got to the door, I hear like glass shatter, and I go outside, and the kids are just standing up, and the dog is just obliterated. Like its stomach was bust open, and like thank God it died instantly. But I'm just saying, and the car just speeds off down the road. I'll never forget it. It was a maroon, older, one of those SUV shape, like an older one, not like the Ford Bronco bigger ones, but the smaller ones. But it was like too far away to get a license plates, and I didn't even think about the city camera. But yeah, I mean, that was intentional murder, and I don't know why the kids' dad didn't press charges or do anything, but he did not do one thing about it. And I told him how the neighbor had like intentionally called the puppy over there. But he didn't do anything. That's like I'm saying. He don't care. Like he just does not care. He does not, he'll never care, because that's not what he's about. Plain and simple. Those people had the chance to be the person that is good, but they didn't want to be that. So they live and die doing all these things. And I just want them out of my path. That's all. I just want them out of my path. And I guess what this town's showing me is that they're okay with the town functioning bad. And they do see that I'm not the bad person that he said I am. So they're like, get rid of her too, because she's a threat. Because we need all this abuse. We need the animals abused. We need the children abused. We need chaos. Hell, if you guys look up right now, Sikeston, Missouri, not only listed as one of the worst cities in America, but they're also filled with the same people that flooded the Capitol. Now, I realize everybody's so mad, but if you're so mad, go join an army. You look dumb. You look like out of control 2-year-olds that have bad parents. That's what you look like. That's probably what you are. Only you're not 2, you're 40. Climbing the Capitol wall, threatening presidents' lives. Grow the fuck up, dude. Pay attention to your fucking life. Pay attention to your fucking life and your family. Because I guarantee you, the Capitol people and the president don't give a fuck about you. And some of them that did it are sitting in jail. Just saying. Those people don't give a fuck about us, so why are you trying to bother them? You're just making shit a lot harder on yourselves. I promise you that. I promise you that. Our jobs here on this earth are to live and be good. We shouldn't give a fuck about what our political party is doing. We should be concerned about getting jobs, making money, eating good food, not getting too overly excited about material things. And I'm working on that. Kind of. Maybe since obviously they don't like people using the rewards programs, we'll just go through the drive-through. Because did you notice how I keep getting attitude at the drive-through when I make my purchases online? They've been losing my order, canceling my orders. I guess they don't like rewards programs here. That's too bad. Because the rewards program people, they make money too. So you're really costing a lot of people a lot of money. And a lot of important people too at that. People that you probably might need around one day. But unfortunately, y'all made your own beds, so y'all can sleep in them. Oh, we can go to Dollar Tree first because I gotta pick up stuff for the windows. I don't know what this stuff is. Weird. I guess I could go, but no one's coming. Oh wait. Oh, I really can't see now. I really fucked up. That's how I talk to myself. I fucked up. I was gonna try and go, but now I'm stuck here and I can't see. It's so fucking busy. Somebody reversed up. Fuck you. Fucking reverse. Nobody knows how to take turns anymore. I guess you missed that, or are they not teaching that in school anymore? Get in line, take your turn. Guess we just have utter chaos now. Okay, let's see. I gotta get over. God, my window's getting so bad. Pronto, paper towels and window. Oops. Guess I shouldn't pull up to the intersection like that. I gotta lay it flat because I don't want my charger cord to get all messed up. It's already messed up. Okay, I think I'm gonna go around the long way. Dollar Tree is packed full too. In here. Let's see. Park right here. I think it's from Scrubbing Bubbles when real times. Anyways, they're both like on pills, drugs, and then the other one's on street. Really scared. Like I wanted to come back and be like, swoop them up, just like I've been wanting to do, because you know the other stories just don't turn out. So I'm not gonna take that route. It turns out for the kids to do something to get out, but it doesn't turn out when the grown up does something to get the kids out. So that's why I needed to hear double my support so I don't like I was going down with a guilty conscience. You guys, I was falling fast. Thank you, Karen. Like thank you so much because I was going down fast. Like I was literally like sick to my stomach that I didn't do everything necessary to get my kids away from this evil family. But I had no help, I had no support, and that is evident. And I know there's all kinds of people, even the people that are struggling right now, they did something bad to their kids, but nobody can figure out a way that they did it. So whoever you can throw under, do it. That's what they say. Do it because then they can benefit. But it's all crashing down. Like it's not like happening like, but like in certain places, it's like really crashing down. Banks are shutting down. Stores are like, we're done. And they're going to, you know, profit somewhere else where people actually have morals. They contribute to society. That was what I wanted to instill in my girls. So I was going down with a guilty conscience, but everyone was in my way. So thank you. So I'm not going to feel guilty about this anymore. Yay! Yay, Karen. You literally just lifted my spirits. Like, I don't feel sick anymore. I literally they were making me sick emotionally. They weren't physically doing it. Well, hopefully they weren't. Like, I don't even people because they'd be the very people that would spit in your food. Like, we have our certain ones that we spit in. Oh, it's her. Who cares if she's being nice to the drive-through today? She gets her spit burger. I don't want to go through anywhere. They'll smile like they care about me so much, and in the same thought, they're gonna turn around and spit in my food. No. So thank you, Karen. It's a smaller one. We're going up against somebody who could get lawyers, who could do something and get away with it, getting away with doing it to all their own family members. I'd be scared. I wouldn't want to go in and mess with anything that they have. Under the security lamp. Spending more money on hotels. I'm not making finish the cigarette. You guys finish our cigarettes if anyone's smoking. Just kidding. It's fun doing video stuff. Ooh, this way is not really hurting it. No, no. No, no, just give me a good wish. Like, I want to be strong and brave and do this. And like I keep saying, oh, you could pick anywhere to try, but wouldn't it be better to kind of go back to where at least like it shows to where you kind of grew up at and then maybe go from there? Like I haven't even filled out like I wanted to go to Florida, but I didn't fill out any applications for apartments there or any jobs. They could take off anywhere. My one friend did it. She took off to Florida, but she took off after she got married. So she ended up meeting a really nice guy. She got out of, because she had a bad family too. Her dad was really bad to her. I know everybody has horrible things going on in their life. That's why, that's why I think good wishes and like, maybe like, oh, well, you might know of like, try this apartment complex, try this town. And I just have to keep strong, knowing like I don't have like anyone except for what I have to rely on strangers now to help me. That's kind of hard to do. So me and my Barbie outfit are gonna go into Dollar Tree and get some window cleaner. I don't think. Oh, and I need some more. I hope they have the vitamin C wipes. And did you guys look up Pekin, Illinois? It's a pretty cute town. There's like one little area that it has been known that it's by a factory, and everyone that lives there ends up with cancer. But that's over like kind of by the river. And there's certain places in every city you stay out of. We see how they want you to be in sickness when you rent a $350 apartment. You don't get to clean up the pee and roaches and mold. That's why you got your apartment for $350. No, unacceptable. Maybe the law can start a new thing for people that want to go in and they want to rent there, and then clean it up. And then if you're that adamant on you want people to be sick, so your next renter you want to go in demolish it. But as far as that goes, if it's mold and roaches, and you just literally got to burn a place down. There's no hope for that. Burn it. Start over. And if you've pissed all over it, you've done intoxicated the actual dirt. So you're fucked. Ain't nothing gonna grow. It's toxic waste. There's no other way to put it. So, probably why I always felt like I was getting a little bit better when I wasn't here. Because it probably is. Like, a lot of the people, it's intentional, but it's gonna make others the same kind of sick as them. So in a way, it is contagious. When they say, "Oh, you can't catch that," it's well, no, I can't catch particularly what you exactly did to yourself, but you're a walking petri dish of cesspool germs, so I could catch other things. And a lot of people don't care that they're filthy dirty. But a lot of people do. So I want to get to the good people. And in Pekin, they sound really sweet.
Okay, let's go get this stuff to clean this car. I have so much stuff. I'm not complaining. I love all my stuff. I want to do that. Hot. Excuse me.